everybody, and welcome back to the world of Mega Man Battle Network. This time we'll be taking on Mega Man Battle Network 2 for the GBA. I am the Medieval Massacre, and it is time, my dudes. It is time. Sir, research on final stage last... What took so long? Forget me. Delays. Punished. Sir, just get things started, will you? We will rule the world, just like the Triple W. Fool! Not like the Triple W. Don't... Begin project, sir. Well, that's ominous as fuck. And of course, it's AC/DC school. Everybody remembers this. Den City, last day of school. So let's get reintroduced to our favorite characters. Lan, you're on time today. If you got up early, you wouldn't have to run so much. Thanks, Mega Man. I feel so much better now. Now, you haven't forgotten what today is, right? Not likely. It's the last day of school. Vacation time. And report card time, too. No problem there. You sure? Hey, let's go make plans for vacation. Yeah, we know who to talk to. Guys, I am so happy to be back here in Mega Man. This time we've got an overlay, we've got our discussions happening. Don't forget to participate in the discussion for today's video. Are you excited for more Mega Man? I will continue to go through these games. I love these games. These were an integral part of my childhood. So I am so excited to revisit. I've played a little bit into the game, kind of like how I did with Summon Night, just to kind of get the hang of it and make sure I wasn't fucking up in the early stages, because nobody wants to see that. You guys want to see me fuck up when shit gets hard. And I will, because I did in the first game. But I think I've grown so much as a channel since I've played the first Mega Man Battle Network, and so let's kind of see how things go. I got some face cam, too. Let's talk to Melu. Good morning, Lan. Hey, it's Melu. Come on. Okay, so this is a... for those of you who don't know and who haven't watched the first Mega Man playthrough that I did, if you're new to the channel, hi there. I'm the Medieval Massacre, I swear like a sailor, and I play old GBA games. So let's do this magic carpet ride. Back when dubs weren't so great, and translations teams were even worse, her name was Meru, right? That's how you would pronounce it in the Japanese. So they just basically just called her Melu in the anime, whereas her actual name in the show and all this kind of stuff is Mail, like email. So everything's a pun. Hey, Mail, morning. Lan, Dex was looking for you just now. Dex, my dude. You want to get punked out? Oh, God. We'll punk out Dex in a second. Yo, yai. Well, if it isn't Lan, good morning. I suppose you want to hear about my collection, right? Yeah? Well, I'm collecting Electopian fans. They're like little pieces of fan-shaped art, you see. A special privilege of the upper class, I suppose. Well, you probably wouldn't understand. I do. That's alright, you don't have to pretend. Ugly! Fucking Captain Forehead over here. Yo, Dex, my dude, what's up? Morning, Dex. Yo, Lan. Hey, let's do some net surfing after school, okay? I'll tell you about it later. Teacher's coming. We got the bing bongs! We got the bing bongs. The teacher's here. Yeah, she is. Good morning, class. Are you excited about vacation yet? Woohoo! Do you all know what you're going to do? I'm going to my grandpa's place for my vacation. no friends. Something little for me, a round-the-world cruise, maybe. Well, it sounds like you all have wonderful plans, and that Yai is a cunt. But don't forget about your homework. Okay, I don't know if this is a Japan thing. This must be a Japan thing. Because I never got homework over summer vacation here in Canada. Because I never had the same teacher. Like, if I'm going into, like, from 3rd to 4th grade, I had my teacher in the 3rd grade and my teacher in the 4th grade. So, homework about what? Like, you can't be really tested on anything. Like, what happens if you don't do your homework? Do you just start off with negative marks before school even begins? Is this a Japan thing? Just let me know. Yes, Miss Mari. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Report cards. No! Okay, class, have a nice vacation, and be safe. Yes, Miss Mari. Yes, Miss Mari. Lan, Dax, is something wrong? Anything you want to share with me, Lan? Nothing. Let's go talk to Dax. Hey, there you are. Now we can talk. You hear about the new square on the net? This is not a, like, yo, there's a new square on the net, let's go curb stomp his face in. No, it's the new, like, hangout spot. I hear they're looking for city net battlers there. I don't know what a city net battler is, but it sounds cool. I invited Mail and Yai, too. We can all go together, yeah? The meeting place is on the net, at the square entrance. Jack in and send Megaman online when you get home, okay? Did you hear that, Lan? The square is like a city on the net for us net navies. You can shop and talk to other navies. It's a lot of fun. How do you know? Have you been there? How have you been there without me? This is just kind of me going around and... Oh, okay, so I didn't know that was there. I know where a couple of things are. I love Gutsme. Yeah, he does. But we got a battle chip already. It's a shit battle chip. But I mean, we've got it. A+ in higher specing land, but your other subjects. Can I jack into the thing? You can jack in here, but why would you? Okay, so we're gonna remember that. You really should do your homework, but then again, it sounds like Dex is onto something. I'll be there too. Alright, yo, everybody remember this? Remember the overworld? It's so good. This is Higsby's Chip Shop. It's not open yet, but it will be. And this guy! Oh man, if we remember... Okay, so now, we still have to do the tutorial first. If you guys remember how the beginning of Mega Man Battle Network started, an obviously evil man around the town, going into people's houses and fucking with their electrical equipment. Hello there, I'm here from Dengas. You had a problem with a gas appliance there or something? Huh? Isn't that Miss Yai's house? We'll get right on it. I don't know why I gave him a Scottish accent, but it just kind of makes sense to me. Let's talk to our mom. Welcome home, Lan. How was school? Fine, Mom. That's nice. Now, what was I going to ask you? Let's just kind of get in here and go on the net. I know you've got it, so let's see it. Got what, Mom? Don't you what me? Your report card, that's what. Darn, I was hoping you'd forgotten. Okay. Well, now, let's see. What? Lan! Uh-oh. Don't you uh-oh me, young man. Lan, maybe you should apologize. You're right. Mom, I'm sorry. Now can I go play on the net? Most certainly not. Homework first. You heard the boss. Homework first. Use the R button to jack into the PC. Jack in, Mega Man, execute. Our first jacking in. Let's do this. Lan, we're in the computer cyber world. Before we go out to play, I'll start the homework program. Wondered if everyone went straight home. Well, I'll start today's homework program. We'll begin by reviewing basic virus-busting techniques. This I don't get, because we were told specifically by you, Missy, that our virus-busting was A+. So why are we doing homework on this? That being said, I don't want to do algebra, but you know what I'm saying. Now then, time to review some virus-busting. No matter what you do, never forget the basics. I'll explain again how to beat viruses from the beginning. First, you must send chip data to your NetNavi. Make your selection in this custom window. Select a chip to send to your Navi out of these. The selected chip's data is shown down here. Here's the attack force. That's how much damage it does. Next is the virus's HP, hit points, or endurance. Their health. Normally you can only send one chip per turn, but you can send two of the same chips, such as cannon and cannon. Doing that, you can use many weapons, an effective technique. Now let's try actually selecting a chip to send to the Navi. Use the A button to select, the R button shows information. You can attempt to escape by pressing the L button. Now then, try selecting a chip. So yeah, you can hit the R and it says cannon for attacking one enemy. A cannon, In that case, you can select one more. Alright, let's send this chip to the Navi. Select OK. You sent the chip data, now it's time for battle. Next I will explain different points as you actually fight. You can move your Navi up, down, left, and right. The B button fires the automatic Mega Buster. Weak, but handy. HPs are shown in the upper left. If they reach 0, you're dead. Above your Navi's head are the chips you just sent. Use them with the A button, but you can only use each once. And there you have it, that's the basics. Easy, right? Now I have a question for you. If you use your chips, but still haven't won, what do you do? That's right, Lan, the custom gauge. It slowly builds up. Once it's full, press the L button or R button to return to custom screen. Okay, let's do some actual virus busting. Good luck! And that's how easy that is. Good job! Now for the next problem. There's 3 of these bastards. And I don't just mean there's 3 of these bastards, I mean there's 3 of these bastards. Next I'll explain about support chips. Not all chips are weapons. For example, this area grab chip gives you more room to move. This combined with the wide sword is an effective tactic. But you can only pick the same chip with it, right? You raised an interesting point, Lamb. Look here. See the alphabet letters? You could have just said see the letters. This is called a chip code. You can pick different chips if they have the same code. You'll see it later, but Area Grab and Wide Sword both have the L codes, so you can select them together. Speaking of which, some chips have a star code. It's like a joker. It can go with anything. Please remember. Now let's pair L chips. Let's try Area Grab, then Wide Sword. Okay, now select Wide Sword. Alright, let's send this chip to the Navi. Select OK. You sent the chip data. Time to test our strategy. Now, let me go over our strategy again. First, we'll use Area Grab with the A button. That will steal the farthest left square from the virus's side, so your Navi can move more. Ooh. Next, go to that stolen area and use the Wide Sword. Just watch out for the virus's attacks when you're near it. Alright, class, good luck. So immediately hit that, and it will get rid of that. Come up, and there's that. I'm just going to kind of speed this past. Okay, this time try sending chip data by yourself. And of course she's going to give us another one of these, so you'd be a fool not to. Good job! Now for the last problem. There's 3 of them. Finally, I'll talk about Open Folder. Almost done, class. This is a technique to add up to 5 chips in the custom window. Having more chips means more combinations. Now, in the bottom right of Custom Window, see the Add button? If you don't like your chip selection, select the chips you don't need and press the Add button. The selected chips will be removed, and you will have to fight that turn without them. But you'll get that many new chips in the next turn. You can make more combinations, giving you a comeback chance. Okay, let's practice. These 3 recovery 10s take too much space. Select 3 recovery 10s before pressing the Add button. Okay, now pass one turn without the chips. Mega Man, I'll send new chips. It'll take one turn. So I'm gonna just kind of get a couple of shots off, because why not? And we open the custom window. Ta-da! The number of available chips grew by 3 because you chose 3. Now you'll have no problem deleting the viruses. Go on. A, B, B. It's cannon time! You did extremely well, Elan, as usual. That's it for today. Come run the program again tomorrow. Done. Finally. Hey, new mail. Who's it from? It's from Dex. He wants me at the square right away. Whoops, I totally forgot. Then I'm off. If any viruses pop up, bust them good. Yeah, me and Mega Man make a great fucking team. So that place is blocked off. Viva la net! Fuck yeah, my dude. I'm not gonna make any promises on the speed up button, especially for times like this where I can just literally sit in the middle. I believe the ad is a new addition to Mega Man Battle Network 2. So, we can do that now, I guess. There's nothing up there, so we're gonna move on. Hey, my dude, there are places you can't access freely. For example, you need a passcode to access a private PC. There's also places like over there that have been locked up. Oh, I mean, maybe we'll get to see it later on? This is just... I like the fact that, like, you can grab all of these. Now, here's the thing. I'm actually going to select this first. I can come up here and poke this out. It's a shit chip! It's, like, really, really bad. So here's the thing in this. You have 3 A cannons and 2 Bs. You have shotguns, which hits the first enemy in front of you and the square behind it. V-gun, which hits the first enemy in front of you and then diagonal back down, diagonal back up. Mini bombs. Oh, shit. Get thrown in an arc formation 3 squares in front of you and explode in 50 damage. Lots of good damage, but to be honest, it's too slow of an attack. Recoveries, obviously. Escape, which if you have this, immediately escapes you. The swords can only cut right in front of you, but they do a massive amount of damage. Wide sword cuts an entire column in front of you. Panel out destroys the panel like I showed you. Attack plus 10s are always stars, because they can be used with anything that does damage, including the panel outs and the area grabs, because they do damage if there's an enemy in the way. So it'll add plus 10 to that. Really, the only thing in here that I don't like is these, but because the only other thing I have is a panel grab, which is essentially area grab, but shitter, I really don't have too much room for complaint. And I got another panel out, so it's at this point just kind of fucking with me. Now, there's another part of Mega Man Battle Network 2. Oh my god, yes. So, I try and get these out as soon as I can. Shockwaves are really good. They will do the Meteor attack, which is striking the ground and then slowly hitting the row in front of it. And it'll hit that for 40. So much better. So much better. We're gonna come actually up here, because if we hit this, we can get to our first shop. Shit, 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 shit. You're really only looking at the HP memory. You're gonna want that because it increases the max hit points of your net navi. Go left, enter the warp zone, you'll see the net dealer. Turn right at the square and follow the big road. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of make you want to shop till you drop. The speed button is actually really, really useful in these playthroughs because the random encounters have a freeze screen before you fight them. So unlike Summon Night, I can speed through this, and if I get into a random battle, it doesn't really matter. Busting level shows how well you defeated a virus. You're scored according to speed and quantity. The higher you are, the easier you get sub-chips from them. are sub-chips? Well, you're gonna find out. 1,500 zennies. We could actually double back right now and get an HP upgrade. That's wild to me. I don't think I got that my first time, but we'll be back there. So, just kind of keep that in mind as something that we can do. I like to, if I don't have any chips, I like to shoot them down to 30 HP. Because it just helps. Now, oh, this is not it. Cross gun S. Well, whatever. Let's get out of here. Okay. So, you can come down here and you'll get to the square. But if you come up here, you'll see a little bit of what's to come later on in the game. So, foreign nets are full of danger. You can't go unless you have an A license or are very strong. Left is Yumland, right is Netopia. So we obviously do not have access to those places yet. But you can see the little crackle here, and I can't go forward. So there's a thing behind here. It's a bug frag. We'll find out what that does much later. But we're here! You're late, man! Hurry up, Mega! Roll, Gutsman! Be there in a sec! Megaman, finally! We were waiting for Everland. Sorry, Dex. Sorry, Mail. You're totally late. What were you doing? I jacked in as soon as I got home and waited and waited. Sorry. I'm gonna hold me too quick. Huh. Figures. You too, Mega. Sorry, Roll. Well, they sure were mad. Hey, it's your fault for getting such bad grades, Lan. Yo, guys, you can chat later. Let's get going. Gutsman, let's go ask about becoming city net battlers. Yeehaw! Let's go. Roll, let's go along too. Sure thing, Mail. Later, Mega. Yo, Melu wants it. You know she wants it, yo. And I kinda want her. So this is the square. If you come over here, you'll see another net merchant. I'm going to pause because the first time that I did this in my practice playthrough, it fucking crashed my game. But it's not going to do that this time, thank God. Recover 30 is not a bad thing to get, but really, you want the HP memory. I see nothing worth getting here. This is where I have to talk to you guys about something that makes Mega Man Battle Network 2 a smidge harder than number 1. These are sub-chips. Heals 50 HP. You can't use those in battle. You know what that means? When you lose HP in a random fight or a boss fight, you don't recover it when you go back to the hub world. That HP stays lowered. So there's a little bit more of a problem here. But that problem is rectified almost immediately. I actually picked up a couple of mini energies on my practice run and found I never needed them. So I'm not going to grab them. For a short while, you will encounter no weak viruses, so if you kind of maybe wanted to grind for a chip, or you wanted to grind for Zenny. And then there's the Unlocker. Unlocks mystery data that is security protected. They will appear purple on the overlay. The square is fun, blah 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 blah. Suck my ass. Okay, then you come down here. When the board is done, all sorts of info will come in. Let's make the most of it. So this is the board. I know it looks like something ripped straight off of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And I think it is, actually. I think that's the exact same logo for Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. But we're here. I decided to take the Z license exam. I'll give it my all. Yeehaw! The Z license exam is the first step to being a city net battler. Will you take it? Yeah, of course, let's do it. The Z license exam will now begin. Surf the net without losing to a virus and you pass. Bleep. Okay, hero data and hope data are hidden on the net. Find them both and bring them here to get your Z license. Let's go, Mega Man. Right on. So, they are going to be hidden somewhere in the overworld. The first one to find is actually kind of cheap, but you'll find that the license tests are all kind of cheap. The very first one is over in the place where you couldn't go anywhere. So you would have never thought to come back here, but it looks like it's hero data. You did it, yeah. Now, oh, these guys are a pain in mine asshole. Let's go ahead and just do this. So he will bounce once, bounce twice, appear over your head, and slam down, which will crack the earth. If you step on it and step off of it, that entire panel will go away. Now, the swords really are your best friend to fight these guys. First off, area grab so we can move around a lot more. He'll bounce once. He'll bounce twice, appear over you, and you can hit him when he is in that anvil form. So, keep that in mind. I kind of use my speed button in little bursts. Hey, Gutsman, where's hero data? Where's hope data? Oh! Oh, you. You guys are a pain in my ass. I do like your chip, but it doesn't do enough damage. So the thing about those rabbits is that... Oh my god, this fucking blows. Okay, kill you, take that out, and wait. The thing about those rabbits is that they will never bounce in front of you. They will bounce whenever you move. So they'll just kind of zip-zap around, and then they'll appear in front of you and shoot a ring at you. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does paralyze you. So that is the issue that you run into. Now at this point, I don't need to really worry about anything, because I can take it out with the Mega Buster. You can get those rabbits attack. It only does 20 damage, but it does paralyze. So that is something always good to have on deck. Take these. 1, 2, and I get another Shockwave R. So this is great. This is actually really awesome. Because not only did I get another Shockwave, but it's the same letter. And as we've shown before, you can use multiple letters in the same way as other things. Oh. Bug frag there. There's nothing over there. Up there is where you remember the chip trader being, and you'll see that Melu is up there, or not Melu, but her Navi roll. God, just keep giving me more of these. It's at this point that I take one of my swords out, because you don't need 4. And that's a good amount of shockwaves to have. Now, what are the things that I get rid of next? Probably the mini-bombs. I know that the mini-bombs do a lot of damage, but again, you can't really rely on that arc. Can you please get out of my way? Hey, there we are! It seems to be hope data. You did it, yeah! Fucking my dude! Well, we can at least get rid of one of them. Immediately just start fucking... I was playing devil's fucking chicken shit advocate with that guy. Not too much I can do here. I'll just kind of use one of these bombs. And weaken this guy. That way I can pull this up. And I mean, I have a cannon, so who really cares in the long run, but... we're just gonna kind of speed all the way back. 2 cannons. You know, I don't find that to be too good of a Pokemon, but, you know. You know. Because 2 cannon in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Y'all excited for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? I am skeptical. Let's take a look at my Zenny. I have 1950. So that's not bad. You found both of them. Impressive. Well then, here's your Z license as promised. The center will contact you about your license test. Do well on that, you'll get a full license. Oh, and for a limited time only, we're giving out presents. Here's yours. Let me install it on your PET for you. PET installed with chip selection system. You'll find the chip selection system very useful. If you have any questions, ask the girl next to me. That's all. Good luck and happy busting. Well, busting does make me feel good, but I can actually explain this to you in a much simpler way than she can. In the top of your screen, you will see that there has been a new piece of information that is added. The 4 megabytes. And you'll see that each of the chips have their own megabytes. What this means is that your chip selection system has a memory of 4 megabytes. So, pick a chip that you really want. So for me, I like to have recovery chips. Because, again, it's really good to recover off that damage even if you take one hit, because that shit adds up. Hit the select button. And that will immediately select that chip. Even in the overworld, or in the overworld of this, you can see that it is selected. That means that the next time you have a fight, you will always get that chip. You will always start off with that chip. This is really good, because you can increase the amount of memory that you have for your chip selection system, and you'll get much better chips for it. But I think that'll do for today's episode. If you guys like this episode, if you're hyped for Mega Man Battle Network 2 to start and execute, find a way to make that like button, you're a bitch. Follow me on Twitter at TheMedievalMassacre, that's a numerical 4, it's linked in the description below. Don't forget to participate in the discussion for today's video. Are you excited for more Mega Man? The answer should be yes. I am the Medieval Massacre, and I'm excited. That's the 411.